Burke, Mike Nichols, Steve Lyons, the Flying Dutchman, and we're here. What a matchup! The Cat Burglar and Joe Thunder with ISIS. Who could ask for anything more?
Should be a pretty interesting match. A lot of conflicting styles here, Steve Lyons.
You've got the power and the strength of Joe Thunder against the speed and the quickness and the agility of the Cat Burglar.
Absolutely, the Cat Burglar has been hot lately, winning all of his matches over the last few months. Joe Thunder's been riding tough times, just the opposite, so to speak, trying to get back his championship form.
Looks like Joe Thunder trying to get a little bit of humiliation early in the match with a slap to the face of the Cat Burglar. Both men circle each other now, sizing themselves up, collar and elbow tie up in the middle of the ring.
I think Joe Thunder, being the former Mid-Atlantic champ, I really think that he's definitely at a disadvantage here because, after all, he totally disregards rules despite his very good skills.
Absolutely, and the Cat Burglar has everything to gain and nothing to lose by this match. Joe Thunder can only drop down in the rankings. Even with the victory, he won't be moving up the ladder too much. The Cat Burglar, on the other hand, can vault into title contention with a win over Joe Thunder.
That's a good point, Doug. It's a very big stepping stone with Joe Thunder being the former Mid-Atlantic champion.
The crowd obviously solidly behind the Cat Burglar, taking exception to the face slaps.
I think the key to this match for Joe Thunder, Dutch, is to get the Cat Burglar on the mat, to take his legs away from him, so to speak, and to eliminate his speed and quickness.
And the martial arts skills that Joe Thunder has should come into play in this match too. Whether it's a nerve hold or some kind of rolling cradle kick, I think it'll come into play.
An arm bar now being applied.
I definitely think his thrust kick is a devastating weapon.
Absolutely, and it can come out of nowhere. Doesn't even need to set it up or soften his opponent up. Could happen just off of an Irish whip, and that's what makes Joe Thunder so deadly.
I think Joe Thunder needs to regain the killer instinct that he once had. I think he's gotten a little soft.
I couldn't agree with you more, and I think that has a lot to do with ISIS. She hasn't exactly championship quality matches coming her way lately. Everyone seems to be losing their title except for Schrader. And all of his matches seem to go to the time limit. So I think that ISIS needs to redirection her men and give them that championship edge that they need so badly.
Another arm bar now applied by the Cat Burglar on Joe Thunder. He's got him down on the mat, taking the leverage away, taking that strength away from Joe Thunder, which is so important in his arsenal.
Absolutely. Now this is an interesting strategy by the Cat Burglar, keeping the larger of the two men down. Obviously, once you're on the mat, every man is the same size, and he can't use any of his martial arts maneuvers.
It's definitely every man for himself, except for the case of ISIS.
Well, this is a smart move by Joe Thunder, slowing down the pace a bit, getting a breather,
diving in,
collecting his thoughts, and we may finally see that collar and elbow we've been looking forward to.
Here we go now. Maybe we'll get some decent holds.
There it is.
Wow.
Kick to the back of the neck of the Cat Burglar from the leg of Joe Thunder now. Keeping the Burglar on the mat. Yanks him up by his shirt.
Belly to back coming up.
Excellently executed by Joe Thunder. Puts a lot of pressure on the back of the neck the way he snapped down to that mat.
Absolutely. It snapped for sure. Almost motionless. Lands him with a nice body slam.
My God, I'm surprised that the Cat Burglar can even get up after a maneuver like that.
And following it up with a flying cannonball, Joe Thunder's no small man. That's a lot of velocity coming down on him.
Leg drop now, right over the chest.
Vintage Joe Thunder.
Almost.
Only a count of two as the Cat Burglar barely kicked out. A sloppy cover by Joe Thunder.
I think the referee is just a little bit slow with his 1-2.
Joe Thunder feels the same way as you, Mike Nichols. The referee explaining his counts are on the mark. Thunder setting him up for a backbreaker. Side suplex. Again, another nonchalant cover.
See, this is what we talked about before with the
killer instinct that Mike Nichols was talking about. Absolutely.
See, normally I think in the past, Joe Thunder would have gone for the cradle and pinned his opponent to the mat for the count of three.
Now, dumping the Cat Burglar outside, you have to keep an eye on ISIS. certainly not above doing some damage of her own.
I think the Cat Burglar has figured out there's no way he can stand toe-to-toe with Joe Thunder.
Now, this
He's got to take the strength away from him.
Big mistake. The best part of Isis's game plan is always distraction. She caught the Cat Burglar's attention, and now he's paying for it in trumps.
He's got the Cat Burglar outside the ring, and this is where he's very dangerous.
Oh, his head was slammed hard into the ring turn post. The referee outside the ring counting. We could have a double count out here.
Thunder's got the Cat Burglar up, rolls him back into the ring.
Thunder very happy with himself now as he climbs back in.
He needs to keep advantage and stay on top of the Cat Burglar if he still intends to win this matchup.
Absolutely. Backs him back into the corner.
You know, I'm kind of surprised.
Beautiful reverse nice edge. We've seen this before, Mike Nichols.
Yes, indeed.
Setting him up for that handspring into the elbow chop. Joe Thunder will probably display some of that agility that you had mentioned earlier.
Surprisingly agile.
Oh, and a big foot to the midsection of Joe Thunder, stumbles him back. He sets in again. Big headbutt now on the Cat Burglar.
He didn't seem too phased by being caught with that foot.
I'm just surprised that the Cat Burglar, having been such a bad guy in the past, has he finally seen the light?
Well, if he had been graduated from the institution, as it were, I may have to agree, but since he's an escaped convict, I'd have to imagine that it's all just a ploy. Beautiful high-flying clothesline, levels Joe Thunder. The referee
I think that's
counting
just
Joe
about
Thunder
it
down.
for Joe Thunder.
A little bit slow to get up.
Well, that flying clothesline that we saw just a moment ago is a move that may have retired the man that the Cat Burglar had just wrestled toxic weight.
A big drop kick from the Cat Burglar. Real intestinal fortitude coming back after being down for so long.
Too close to the ropes here. Isis on top of the game.
Well, I'm amazed. Finally, Isis is doing something.
Constructive, as it were.
Yes, that's what the word I was looking for. Thank you, Steve Lyons.
Big leg drop now by the Cat Burglar. Not a lot of weight coming down, but enough to stun Joe Thunder, keeping him on the mat.
Oh, corkscrew leg drop. We haven't seen that since Buddy Landell, Steve.
I haven't.
And another.
I personally think that a manager's job is to look out for a wrestler. And I think Isis just spends too much time looking beautiful outside of the ring.
Well, it's definitely a guts and glory payback. She wants all the glory, but doesn't want to have to spill the blood and guts to get it.
Big up.
Right to the midsection. That's about it.
Near fall. Didn't grab the leg, Steve. He's not going to get a cover on Joe Thunder like that.
A cardinal mistake by the Cat Burglar, and that comes with a little bit of youth, I think, Dutch.
Set to vault himself off the top rope. Beautiful flying clothesline.
Flying clothesline, that's correct. A beautiful move off the top rope.
I think this is it.
And only a count of two. He's got to hook that leg, Dutch.
Wow.
The Cat Burglar sensing victory. Sets himself back up again. Orients himself. He's climbing on the inside of the turnbuckle. This may be a moonsault. And we're going to see it, but there's nobody home.
Joe Thunder now pulling the Cat Burglar up.
Oh.
I'm surprised that this match has gone on for so long.
Modified suplex.
Certainly.
Absolutely plants him. They need a spatula to get him up off the mat, Steve Lyons.
Absolutely.
A big foot to the midsection by Joe Thunder.
Here it comes. There's a reverse thrust kick that Mike Nichols said was so deadly. It could mean the match.
Exactly.
And he hooked the leg
And
against
a
the count.
3 count. That's about it. We'll be right back.
Your winner, Joe Thunder.